Okay, so using function composition, verify that these are the inverse of each other. Now, if you do composition functions, Fogg or Goff, you should get equal to x if one's the inverse of the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into here. You could do the other hand, you could put all of this into here and replace the x. So here we go. The cube root of, instead of x, I'm going to write 5x cubed minus 8. Still have the plus 8, still have the 5. Okay, so this was the x that I replaced with 5x cubed minus 8. So these will cancel. The 5 will cancel. Can you see what's the cube root of x cubed? Yes, it equals x. And if you were to put that one into there, you'd get the same as well, equal x. Right, some trig stuff. Unit circle. Right, well, 0. Well, I happen to know that the tangent of 0 equals 0, okay? So the inverse of 0 will give you 0 degrees, okay? But also, the tangent of 180 is 0, okay? So again, the inverse of 0 would be equal to 180. So that is there. Okay, so in other words, 0 and pi, if it wants in radians, are the answer to this one here, okay? Right, let's take a look at the other one. Right, root 3 over 2 is 60 degrees for sines. So that's one answer, 60 degrees, or pi over 3. Okay. Now, where else is it positive? It's positive in quadrant 2. And that's at 120 degrees. Again, just change that to radians because that's what it wants. Okay. So that's where it's positive, because here's negative and negative for sines. So I'm just using this one and this one. Right, let's erase that. On to the last one. Again, get my unit circle going. Right, this is 330 degrees. If you do the sine of 330 degrees, you get negative 0.5, okay? So what I'm doing is what's the cosine, the inverse of negative 0.5? Well, right, here we go. So 0.5, when you do cosines, that is 60 degrees. But of course, I want it where it's negative. So quadrant 2 is negative, so 120 is going to work. Quadrant 3 is also negative, so 240 is going to work. Okay, so these two will work. If I do the cosine of that, I will get negative 0.5. If I do the cosine of that, I will get negative 0.5. But again, don't forget to change to radians. Right, we have a exponential form of that. I'm going to put these 2 points into it to see what the actual equation is. This is the easy one to do first. In other words, right, so if I have y equals ax plus b, okay, exponent of x. So when y is 3, x is 0. I have that, okay? Now, of course, this, anything about 0, is 1. So b must equal 2. So I've already got an answer, okay, part of it. Okay, right, let's take a look at the rest of it, the other one. Right, again, y equals ax plus b. Now, this time y is 3.5, x is 1, but I do know that this is 2, okay? So if I take away 2 from both sides, I'll get 1.5. And there you go. So there's your 2 parts. The answer is f of x equals 1.5 to the exponent x plus 2, and that is the answer.